Alright, something a bit different. So ever since the Cyprus update came in for the Syria map, I've been doing a bit of a mock modern day scenario between the northern held Turkish and southern held Greek forces. Now, I just threw that together as a bit of extra flavour while I was doing first look at the map and having a look at the Hind also, and I didn't really know too much about it other than the fact there was a conflict back in the 70s and we have a bit of a UN buffer zone now between the two parts of the island. But before I do any more, I want to do a bit more of a deep dive into that conflict because it has absolutely piqued my interest, mainly because I knew nothing about it. And when I say nothing, I mean zero, zilch. I have not heard of any conflict on Cyprus in my life. I'm 44 now, and I put it down to partly my naivety and partly because I don't think I've seen a news report or any mention about Cyprus in my time, and for that to escape my knowledge just mind boggles. But anyway, what I'm going to do today is actually fly that buffer zone. Now let's jump out to Google Maps here, and you'll see, if I can find my cursor, there it is, dotted line. So we've got the first dotted line on the left there, that is the Greek line of defense, and then the other one is the Turkish line, and in between is the UN buffer zone, which extends all the way from the west through Nicosia, the main city, divides that in half, does a crazy little jaunt down to the south here, back up, and then ends up at this solid line. Now this part here borders the UK sovereign territory, which is still UK held, which I think actually extends past this box there, and then you've got the UN buffer zone extending all the way to the coast, which will be my finishing point. So it's going to be a bloody long flight. I won't put it all in the video, but yeah, I feel like I need to do it because, like I said, I am learning a heck of a lot just through this game and this island being in there, and I think that's really cool. I already know that this whole fence is actually modelled by Nvidia and checkpoints along the way, which I noticed during my flight, so full marks to them. I mean, that map right there, if it was released as a map, would be one of my favourites, and the fact that it's attached to all of that as well, pretty much on a box there, I can't give enough credit to Nvidia. This is by far the most impressive map I've seen in DCS. Now there's a little UN buffer zone here as well, and that's where you actually find me today. If I go to the satellite, you can actually see the helicopter pad there and the UN base. So that is where I'm going to be taken off from. Incidentally, there's another UK sovereign territory that borders that bit down there. Actually got another graphic. Not sure, I've better check the date of this, but yeah, there's the green line, which they call it, that was set up in the 70s, and then you got the Turkish population, the Greek, and the yellow being the UK zone. So let's jump in and get this chopper going. Probably should have done that before I took off, but or before I started the video. But I'll just skip ahead and come back when I've got the blades moving, which won't take long at all. Alright, we're all started up and ready to go, so let's get the show on the road. Like I said, I'm just going to fly out down the coast till I get to the main buffer zone. And yeah, let's get in the air. Might just fly to the left of that pole. And follow the fence, basically. Now, this fence is actually not just thrown down willy-nilly, it is really well done. And you'll see by the amount of checkpoints along the way, they could have easily skipped on a lot of the detail, but they haven't, and full credit to them. You can see a tower straight away. And there's one of the checkpoints down. And these checkpoints are very frequent and they are of equal detail. So that's where that buffer zone ends. So I'm just going to keep flying around the coast till I meet up with the next one. And not to be underestimated is the scenery in this island. I think it's the most detailed scenery of any part of any map. I am absolutely in love with Cyprus, as you can probably tell. As we look across the bay to the peaks in the distance. So that's not too far around this corner. Yeah, we can see a little town up ahead, and then from there it's not too far. Water was looking amazing as ever. This is a hotel up ahead. Bit of a port, another hotel. Alright, so up in the mountains there, where you should find a couple of fences. The actual fact that we got a UN skin Huey, I think is terrific. Really suits this map. It's definitely a chopper's paradise in general, but having the UN skin with the UN buffer zone running through it. Hopefully we can get some official mission makers on board to make some terrific scenarios for this this island, this region. So there's one of the fences now, so we're just going to make our way up. Now this is probably the Greek side. And then we've got the UN in the middle here. And I probably will follow the Turkish fence, so I might just deviate off. You can see a checkpoint down there. See if I can find the Turkish side. Unless I flew over and that was the Turkish side, but we'll soon find out. Should be another fence down here. Ah, there we go, up top. So we'll just make a right hand and follow that one, and it's pretty much what I'm going to do for this whole trip. Oh, where's it going? Yeah, so the UN is they got the tower inside the buffer zone, so that's the way I'll remember it, and I'll keep myself on the right hand side of the fence. I don't think it's going to be as easy as it looks to actually follow it the whole way. Yeah, the interesting part will be going through the main city of Nicosia. Because yeah, I noticed when I was doing a bit of a driving tour, it was all sandbagged off, and that was a bit surprising for me. And yeah, I'm not going to profess to be a historian on the matter, so don't expect me to go into much details on the conflict itself. I implore anyone who's got the map or is interested to read up or watch some videos, because it's a fascinating little set of scenarios. Once again, crazy world. Basically got a Berlin style wall situation that I for one didn't know anything about, and I don't know of anyone else. Let me know in the comments. But geez, where's this going to go? Oh boy. Oh boy, there it goes. down through the river by the looks of it. And up the valley. Yeah, I've got very limited even understanding fully myself from basically summary in my head at the moment. It goes all the way, well, I think this has been fought over for many years, this one, a bit like a physical aircraft carrier position strategically wise. So yeah, my basic understanding is it goes back a long way to like probably Roman times. It's been fought over, but more recent the Ottoman Empire overtook it and held it until about the 1800s, where they handed it off to the Brits, and they basically were in control with the Turkish and Greek Cypriotans, not really in harmony, but they were basically that way until World War One, where the Brits decided the Ottomans were no good because they sided with Germany and basically annexed the island from them, and from there they held it until well, basically it became a independent country, and I think had a Greek president with a Turkish deputy, but there was still a lot of conflict between the Greek Cypriotans that wanted it rejoined with Greece, and then the Turkish who didn't want that and just wanted it to remain part of that way. But I think it held up until about the, I think it was 1970s, 1974 I think it was, where they, I think Greek took a bit more power, the Greece implanted a bit more power into the government, and then Turkish forces didn't like that, or the Turkish government didn't like that, and basically invaded. There was rising conflict pretty much throughout all that time, but yeah, then the Turkish invaded from the north, took a good portion of the island, and from there, to avoid further conflict, they set up this UN zone, buffer zone, where they just drew a line called the green zone throughout the island, and that was that. So, well, I wouldn't say that was that, because even reading some reports now, it's still not in a great position, this island, so there could be some further conflict in these unstable times. So it wouldn't surprise me if we see some further conflict between the two. Yeah, very complex situation. I'm not going to presume to know a great deal about it. If any of that was wrong, I do apologise, and yeah, anyone who knows more or can give me any links, or anyone who is from Cyprus or knows anyone, feel free to let me know, because I am fascinated by this situation that I knew nothing about. Meanwhile, I keep flying out of these mountains, which I'm almost out. Yeah, there's all the plains. A bit of a reservoir down there. Yeah, I'll probably be skipping back, talking to myself a bit. Not sure what I'm going to keep in this video and what's not, because it's going to be a long one. Better make sure I'm still on the UN side. And then you've got all those little bases in between, in no man's land here. Anyway, I'll continue on and come back when I'm out of these mountains, I reckon. Another chopper pad there. Now I've noticed a few of them. So this is definitely, like I said, chopper's paradise. There's all these little pads littered throughout. They're not actually listed on the map, but you can see quite a few of them. And we enter the plains in between the two mountain ranges. There's another base up to the right there. I just trim out so I don't kill my arm. hopefully we'll be right for fuel. Might have to stop along the way. Alright, looks like we've got our first major city coming up on our 11. Can't see the other fence off to the right, so there's a bit of a gap at this region. Traffic getting stopped? I don't think so. It's open borders at the moment. It's not really a border though, is it? It's basically just a buffer zone, because it's still... You've got the... well, the Turkish government have declared the northern part, the Republic of... well, Northern Turkish Republic, and that's not recognised by the rest of other countries, so technically it is, well, in the Turkish eyes it's a part of another of their state, so yeah, very interesting. But like I said, they could easily have skimped out and put not these checkpoints at every single road that goes through there, but they haven't. Beautiful, beautiful weather up top. I wonder if I'll find a gap. So far it is been rock solid. Oh boy, that was a bit of a checkpoint underneath me. And I think this might be an airfield. Yeah, let's have a quick look. Let's take the trim off. Oh, maybe not that sudden. Yeah, this is... I forget which airfield. So there's a plane down there. Oh, you know what? You know what? This is the abandoned airfield in the... I don't think these vehicles should be driving through. It's quite as clear. This is the abandoned airfield in the no man's land. I forget the name. I think it's Nicosia main airfield. And look at the abandoned plane down there. Now I'll probably try pull up some images, because I did see some of this airfield, and I'll put them up if I can slow down. So we've got a whole abandoned airfield out here in between the two fences. And I do believe this aircraft is actually there in real life too. It's a really well modelled derelict aircraft. Abandoned hangar. And the main terminal building. I watched a bit of a documentary they were walking through here. see the signage all fallen. Nicosia International Airport. Wonder if they've actually modelled the right letters that are fallen off, if that's the same. Yeah, this airfield's on the map, but I had no idea it was abandoned until I read more about it. Alright, heading back to the fence. There's Nicosia City off to the front, so that'll be a very interesting fly through. There's the perimeter and the main border fence running past that. Yep, there it is. Absolutely fascinating. Okay, just coming up on the outskirts of the city now, and this is where it's going to get a bit hectic. Let's just slow right down a bit. Trying to work out where all this goes. So I'll just have to follow this to the Turkish side here. Cuts through there, and that's the creek in the on my right there, and then this fence will cut back and cut this city in half. There we go. I think it cuts back that way, did it? Watch the tower. Did it? There it is. Oh, this is going to be difficult. And that's the buffer zone right there, and that's the divide. That's how thin it gets. Let's go straight through the old town. Speed up a little. Where are we going? Where are we going? So that goes around this fence line here. Yep, solid fence. So this section I'm in is Turkish held, and then the Greek centre, I think. Just keep following it. Oh, this is getting difficult. Pulls off this way. I've got a nice church in this section. I think that's the one I drove past when I was doing a driving tour. Church or cathedral? I think I'll go with cathedral. Alright, continuing on. Yeah, you can see the Turkish flags up there in between. Look at that. Huh. Alright, let's continue on. How am I doing for fuel? We're okay. This thing's a workhorse. And you're pretty much set up for a conflict on this map. For DCS itself. Let's hope we don't see replication in real life though. Alright, there we go, it breaks off again from the main walls. Now I think all that part of the city up there cuts in half. Going by the maps I've looked at. Let's get back on the UN side, because I am part of the UN chopper. Alright, soon I will see the coastline. Oh, the hay bales, come on. It's just beautiful. I'm excited to see what their next project's going to be, Nicosia. Don't know if there's been anything out there on it so far, but I can't wait. I'm not going to be biased to a Vietnam map. Oh, I do love my Huey though. I do love my Huey. Alright, just going to trim out and have a quick look at the F10 map here. Where the heck am I? So I just got to come through, skirt the UK base, so probably still a fair while to go. Keep my stamina. Whoops, don't just lose the fence. This is why I wouldn't be a good pilot. I'd be over enemy territory all the time, accidentally causing incidents. Alright, my co-pilot wants to fly. My arms getting tired. Oh, that's funny. We'll make it, we'll make it. I am thoroughly enjoying it. It's even more checkpoints than I actually thought. It's ridiculous. Ridiculously detailed. Alright, so we've got another little bit of a war coming up in this town here, so let's see what that's about. Let me just get this trim off before I kill myself. Slow it down. Should put down for a bit of a rest on the pad. What do you reckon? Get myself a drink. There's no wind today, so pretty much set this thing down where I want it. until I'm tired. Alright, I am just gonna grab myself a drink. Oh, almost missed the pad. Close to the steps though, we're all good. Have a talk to these lads, get myself a drink, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're all refreshed and ready to go. So let's continue on. Where am I going here? Figure it out when I'm in the air. Oh, okay. Came from this way, didn't I? So, why is that sea walled off? Pretty sure that was the Turkish side, or is that this fence cut back? That's what it does. Maybe. Maybe this is, which side this UN? Yeah, this is the UN buffer zone. So this is Turkish territory. What happened here? Did I get turned around? I'm all lost. Yes, that's the buffer zone inside. And there's the water out that way. Get a bit of an aerial view here, what's going on. So it does break up to the UK territory. I don't think I'm there yet, am I? No, I'm a bit far away. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I ended up on the wrong side of the fence. So look at this tower. I am a bit lost. Still UN inside. UN inside that way. So is that Greek off to my right hand side, then there'll be another fence. There's the other fence there. Good grief. Who drew this line? Who drew this line? Can't they just do it a bit more? Don't know if I'm backtracking here. I don't think I flew over this pad, I would have landed there. So this is the Turkish side. I really should head the other way, shouldn't I? Very interesting. Alright, I'll keep going until I figure out where the hell I am. Alright. So I've got a fence line going this way, and I think I've finally got back on track. I must have taken a... Actually, now where's the fence gone? Oh, good grief. I've never... What the heck happened? Where'd that fence line go now? Up this way. The absurdity. Alright, so this must be the... Yeah, this is the... I'm in the UN side now. And then Turkish on the left hand side. Alright. Apologies, got a bit off track, but we found our... Yep, UN tower on the right side this time. Alright, that coast is feeling like a long way away. Fuel's still fine. We'll make it, we'll make it. Gonna be exhausted by the end of it. Not exhausted by the view though. Alright, up and over. There's a lot of land out there still. I think the base might be in the centre there, then it extends past that peninsula so you get back to where this finishes. Where are you going? Back this way. And then back this way. Of course you are. And that divides. Oh, crikey, now it's getting complicated. So we've got a bit of a intersection here of the fences. I'm assuming we've reached the UK territory. UN's that way, and then the UN is on. Just get down this tower. Yeah, I'll just keep following this way. I think this might be the UK territory. We'll soon find out, I've got a feeling there's no flags on these. Oh, hang on, I think that was British. It's just, there might be another one up here. I think that was a British flag, but it's not blowing. Yeah, I'll just have a look at this one. Let's slow down. I think I saw a British flag. There's no UN colours, so yeah, that's what it was. So all that inside there is the UK sovereign zone. Close look. Slow down, son. The UK flag? Yeah, that's UK flag. So, settle down, lads. Yeah, so there we go. We're at the UK junction. Alright, well that means I'm getting near the end. So this leads back to the edge, and then I'll find where the UN buffer zone links up to the coast, and that will be where I'll put down. I just come back, we've got two fences now. I think this is still English base, but the English flag there. Huh. Anyway, water's coming up. Water's coming up. It's been a very long flight. You might see me start hallucinating soon. It's another chopper pad. Yep. So whose territory am I in now? That was an English flag, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll just keep heading north. I mean, east I should say. Until I see a UN flag, then I'm back on track. Okay, what flag have I got here? UN? I think that's a UN flag. Alright, so I'm back on track. This must be where this is the UN zone. Yep. So this should lead all the way to the coast. Oh boy, that was confusing. Still in the zone, so I've still got Turkey off my left, and yeah, alright. to the UN. There's just fences everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Alright, well hopefully that was enjoyable. I've definitely learnt, like I said, a lot about this island reading up, so highly recommend people doing the same. And here is the exit point. Ah, that has been a long journey. I don't know the flight time. I'll have to land and check it out. And this is the end of the green line. I should be flying over Turkey, but let's just set it down. Haven't got a landing pad. Might just set it on the grass there. Let's not crash it. Let's not crash it. Might point towards the bit of a slope there. And let's just sit down here on the road. Easy does it. Let's go back a bit. I'm going to muff this up on my last 2 meters. Just want to sit down dead on the road. There we go, that's nice and level. And put it down. Oh, not so level. Alright, so that is a tour of the Green Line that stretches all the way. Holy heck, that was a long flight. Look at that. So what time is it? 10:25 on the clocking game. I started at 9 o'clock, so that's an hour 25 it took me to fly that distance. Turkey City up to the north. It's a castle, is it? Yeah, it's a little walled city there. Interesting. Like I said, so much to tour. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Hope that was enjoyable.